shiny happy people. Welcome to Kimbaskrafts. My name is Kim, and if you're new here, hello. And if you're returning, welcome back, guys. Thank you. You know I love you. So you're getting a little sneak peek, yeah, of what I've been able to get done. I have this section here. We're going to be working on the last corner of his face. Let me turn this light out for you guys. I'm always so secretive, you know, and I'm like, let me give them, look at the necklace. Oh, love this painting. My Bob came home this morning from work and this was out. And he was like, wow, that American Indian really looking good, huh? And look, it's my pigs. Can you see my pigs? I love these slippers. I took a picture of them and sent them to Kaylee, and she's like, my daughter, she's like, oh my God. I got these from Amazon. I'll link them below. I have to say this, guys. I'm not just saying this because I'm like trying to be a salesperson, but like it is a rule that if I link anything from Amazon, I have to let you know that I could earn a commission. Should you click on that link, it doesn't cost you any money and it doesn't give you a discount. It just, if you click on that link and buy anything, and not even like if you don't buy the slippers, but you're like, oh, you know what, while I'm here, I need trash bags, I could earn a commission on that. So just FYI, keep you in the know so you understand what you're clicking on. But yeah, I love my slippers. I'm sorry about the dishwasher in the background. It has another 2 hours for the cycle, and I don't have any other time to record this whip and chat. So it was either I don't do one this week, or we have, it's pretty quiet. I think it's a pretty quiet dishwasher. When they put it in and they were running it, everybody had to shut everything down to see if it was really running. It might just be on like, I don't know, or it just might just be trying to ruin my whip and chat. But it's a 3-hour cycle. I started an hour ago, and I just don't think I'm not going to be here for, you know, a full 2 hours and then another hour or whatever it'll take to do the whip and chat. So I was like, let's just record this. So you hear it's very quiet now. So it's going to be doing that in the background. I apologize. You know, when the craft room's done, this won't be an issue. Woohoo! So anyway, I feel really good today. I got up early. I cleaned the whole kitchen, straightened up the living room a little bit. I still have, you know, I have to vacuum and mop the floors. I have to do like the deep cleaning stuff, but I feel really good. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to go food shopping. And I normally, what's been happening is I would wake up and I would say I'm going to do all those things and not do all those things because I had to be back at work. So I finally have 3 days off. I'm off today. I'm off again tomorrow. So I woke up and I felt really good, and you know, I didn't feel like, oh no, I need to conserve my energy for tonight. So pretty excited about that. And I've been solely working on this, and I have a feeling I'm going to have it finished. But I do work Saturday and Sunday, so I'm going to try to get a majority of it done, obviously, today and tomorrow. So how do you guys grocery shop? Because Bob and I tend to pick up stuff from the grocery store almost like on a daily basis. It's pretty annoying. We don't do like huge, we don't plan out meals and then do like a huge, oh, let me tell you about my things. This is my DPGalCreations pen, and I've been using this one for this canvas specifically because I feel like this kind of looks like, I hope I'm in the shot. Yeah, I feel like this kind of looks like bone. You get that? And then purple, we got a lot of purples in here, so I kind of feel like it matches. And then I've been using my DPGalCreations trays. They're my favorite trays. I have a ton of them. They come with a stopper. She's on Etsy. And there it says DPGalCreations. I just love these trays. You know, the spout is fairly wide, and you know, they're easy to pour into everything. Comes with a stopper. The tray sides are high. Yeah, I love these trays. So depending on the color of the drill, I'll pull over a different tray. Where's my white one? It's under here. I use the white one a lot. A lot. So I like the white one. But, oh, and then in my pen, I have my glue dots. I'm waiting for a glue dot dispenser. So this is my glue dots now, and it's kind of annoying. It's in this bag. So I ordered one that comes in a dispenser from Amazon, and it's coming, I think, Saturday. So next Whip and Chat, I'll show it to you. But I'll link it below. And then this is in my multi-placer. This is the museum putty that I use. And I love it. It's just so, oh yeah, that's right. I need to, I was supposed to do that before I started this. I emptied out my, I honestly don't have to replace this stuff very often, but I find that if I just do it real quick once a, because it's so easy to replace this stuff once a day. So I just roll it into a snake. I did this on a video already, and then just pop it in here. This is a 5 placer. I usually work with a 7, but the 5 has been pretty cool. Just shove all the extra in there. And then as I place, if anything goes over the edge here, I'll just, you know, rub it off. But one of my subscribers tried museum putty and said it was leaving a residue. I have not had that issue. I don't know if this is the brand that was being used, because there are other brands. This is the one that Diamonds and Washi recommended. So I got this one, and it has not left a residue on my drills. So again, I'll link that below. And then, yeah, the glue dots and the single placer. So I'm sorry, they do make the popping sound. Some people don't like that. And but I just love how long I can use this stuff for. Okay, so that's all the things. Oh no, it's not all the things. And then I have my Craftmates storage containers. I love these things. I love these things. They hold 56 colors. Comes in this binder. What ends up happening is they end up all out. It's really easy to put back together. I love them. Okay, so all of that, all the things I'm using out of the way. So how is everybody's week going? Because we are a little over the hump here. We're on Thursday. I hope everybody's having a good week. I had off yesterday. You know, I worked into yesterday morning and had off last night. And I have to tell you, I've been getting my butt kicked at work. I've been pretty busy. And, you know, the one night I ended up having my patient go to the cath lab late. Like, they had to call the cath lab in, and I had to run him down there. And yeah, that was a rough night. I was busy. And then Monday, we ended up intubating my patient late, like at 5 in the morning. And yeah, it was just, that was a rough shift. And so then yesterday, not yesterday, but the night before, Tuesday night, it was going to be like a decent shift. I had the same 2 patients back, so I was familiar with them and everything. And then I ended up getting tripled. So they really try not to triple you. Our patient ratio is supposed to be 2 to 1. But because of staffing issues, we're always being tripled anymore. It's like you just go in and expect to be tripled. And so, yeah, I got tripled. I had 3 ICU patients. And the patient was a fairly easy patient. It just, you know, and I was preparing myself, so I had a lot of my work done before I got that patient. So, you know, I have to say, I've tried to make sure I'm doing some self-reflection on my actions. And we have this nurse in training and orientation, and I always say, like, nurses are so good at, and if I have any nurses watching this, you guys totally understand what I mean. Like, we're known for eating our young, you know, making it hard for new nurses and stuff. And I gotta apologize to this nurse, because I hate it when we do this, and I did it. And so, you know, I was doing some self-reflection, and I'm like, she did not deserve that. You know, this little new nurse, super cute. She's very, like, kind of high-strung, which honestly is the kind of person you want in the ICU. You want someone who's, like, gung-ho, and, you know, and she comes in, she's all young and fresh and, you know, not jaded about life yet. And, you know, I don't want to be a part of killing that. Like, let everything else in the world kill it. Bills and mortgage. It's all coming, girl. But you got time. So she comes in. And one of the things about nursing is, if you are passing a patient back and forth, so like if I give report and I'm like, and I'm back tonight, you know, the nurse is always going to be like, that's awesome. Because then they know, you know, if the patient isn't going anywhere, they know it's an ICU player. It's not, the patient's not going anywhere. They're just going to give you an update. They don't have to go through the whole story. They don't have to, like, you know, tell you the whole 30-minute report. And if it's a complicated story, you know, if they've been there for a long time and, you know, they got to go through all the things, like, oh, patient had a cath on this day. They were, you know, no intervention. We're just medically managing them. They're extremely fluid overloaded. They needed CVHD. You don't have to go through that. You know, they were intubated on this date, extubated on this date, re-intubated on this date. You know, they're in for a trip. Like, you've done all of that, and so they're coming back. They know the patient. All you have to do is, nothing really happened overnight. Patient's blood pressure dipped at such and such an hour. We gave them a 500 cc bolus. They responded. You know, urine output was decent. You know, like, it's just updates. They've been afebrile. T-max last night was, you know, 98.5. You know, creatinine improved, this, that. Like, it's very quick, okay? Unless, of course, you had a crap night and you're like, oh, dude, they crumped. They crumped at midnight. We ended up intubating them. They're on propofol for sedation. Like, it could be, but it's still not the longest report, because you'd be saying all of that plus the story, you know, you'd have to get. So I worked Monday night. I gave the nurse report Tuesday morning, and she's like, I'm back tonight. I'm like, okay. So when I came in, when I came in Tuesday night, I worked Monday night. Tuesday morning, I gave a report to a nurse. And I told her I'm back tonight. And she's like, okay, I'm back the next morning. So I came back Tuesday night. She updated me. She was back Wednesday morning. So I knew I just had to update her. Now, they had to split my assignment up. So I was given I had to give, because I had 3 patients now, I had to give 3 reports. So I only had to update on the one, and then I had to give 2 full reports on the other 2 patients. So I was thinking to myself, well, at least I only have to update on the one. You know, I'll still get out of here at a decent time. And I was exhausted. And then it turns out that that nurse was orienting, this like fresh, cute little new nurse. And she's all gung-ho. She comes in, she's in there early, you know, and this is what you want to see. You know, you want to reward these people for this. And she comes over to me and she's like, oh, you have this patient and this patient. And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, okay. Does my preceptor know them? And I'm like, well, yeah, she had this one. And she's like, okay, you want to give me a report on that one while we're waiting for my preceptor? And I was just like, huh? So now she wanted a full report. And honestly, usually what happens is the preceptor is like, I'll update you. This is what usually happens. The preceptor's like, she's just going to give me updates and I'll tell you the whole story. But because she was there before her preceptor, she wanted me to just give her a full report. And honestly, I'm older and life has jaded me. And I just had, like, you know, not 3 back-to-back, but I had a bad night, then 1 night off, and then 2 bad nights. And now I'm like, and the one thing I was looking forward to is not having to give report on the patient. And now this girl who I don't even know is like asking me to give her a full report. And I'm just like, I was annoyed. But it wasn't her fault. Like, at the time, I was like thinking to myself, like, can't you get an update from your preceptor? But, you know, first of all, I don't know how many nursing jobs she's had. You know, and honestly, she deserves a report. You know, she's coming in, she's going to take care of this patient. She deserves a report. Like, she wasn't asking for anything crazy. You know, it was just my tired, jaded self being basically an asshole, you know. So I had like an attitude. I gave her the report, but I was like, you could tell I wasn't happy about it. And she probably didn't understand why. So I owe her an apology, because I honestly, you know, she's got a little fire in her. She's like, she came in all they come in all fresh, and, you know, they look all cute, and you look like a train ran over you, and you smell, and and you know, you don't. I don't want to be a part of killing that. You know, I'm glad that she is taking her role so seriously, and you know, she's excited to be there. Like, you want the nurses to be excited to be there. So she honestly did not deserve that. So, you know, I was thinking about it. I'm like, damn, you know, you don't be the killer. Don't be the killer of dreams. Like, support this nurse. So when I see her, I'm going to tell her, you know, you're really cute. I'm sorry I was, you know, grumpy. Just a miserable old woman. Don't mind me. Like, you keep your spirit up. It's refreshing to see, you know, it is. Even if it's a little annoying when you're when you feel like you're gonna pass out. But yeah, so I've been doing some self-reflection, and like I think it's so important, because, you know, we always get so caught up in to never wanting to be wrong. But yeah, that was definitely wrong. Like, you know, she was coming in to do a job, and, you know, she needs to know what's going on with the patient to take care of him properly. And the patient deserves that. So, yeah. I got some apologizing to do, people, for being a nasty old woman. But I'll see her again. And, make sure she understands that she's got a good spirit. And, you know, she could tell that I was annoyed, but I'm sure she didn't understand why. And then I did like really try to, like, you know, I was trying to laugh and everything. Towards the end, I was like trying to be nice, like, because that's not my nature, but I was just beat up. See, this is what happens, you know. So but I did it to myself too. That's another thing. I've been picking up all the overtime. That's not my job. My job doesn't require, you know, it's not like they put a mandate on us to help out. So I need to recognize that too. You know, I've been doing it to myself. So I can't let my own overextension of myself, you know, pour out onto my coworkers. That's not fair. It's like, if I can't handle it, then I shouldn't be doing it. So yeah, you know, I feel like it was definitely time for me to, like, not do any overtime. And I'm, like, really happy that I didn't. So then I also, so get this, guys. So Bob was talking to his coworkers about the Interview with a Vampire series. Apparently they're remaking the movie Interview with a Vampire. And so like his coworkers and him were all talking about it. And he wanted to try reading the series. So he bought the series from Amazon in paperback. So they came, and I saw him reading it, and I saw all the other ones sitting there, and I was like, oh, I'm like, what did you get? And he's like, and he tells me, he shows me, and I'm like, and I said, you bought them in paperback, but you have the Kindle. And he said, yeah, I just like to hold a book. I was like, oh, okay. So a couple days later, I say to him, I'm like, I haven't really seen you reading. Have you been reading the Anne Rice? And he said, no. He's like, I didn't realize how bad my eyes were. It's really hard to see the books. He's like, I didn't remember how small the print was. And so we bought it off of, so I said, well, we can return those. Why don't we just download the book on the Kindle then? So I ordered the book on the Kindle for him. We still have the other ones. Because he bought it on his account, so I can't initiate the return. I need to, like, hop on his account and initiate the return. Because, you know, I was just at the UPS store yesterday. I could have taken it back yesterday, but I don't even know where they are. Like, he'll never return them. If I don't return them, we own them. And so anyway, so I guess like a week later, a package comes in the mail. And I was like, oh, you got a package. I give it to him. He's like, oh, it's my book. And I'm like, a book? Another one? He's like, well, it's not really a book. He starts like, he's like, it's not really a book. It's a comic book. And I was like, huh. And then literally I was like, really, Kim? Guys, I mean, like, who the hell do I think I am? This man works so hard. And I mean, we all see how much money I spend, right? I mean, like, and how many diamond paintings I get. I'm like on him about a book. Like, I mean, and honestly, he's so good. He's so good. You know, he starts justifying buying a comic. I mean, like, this is where marriages fail. If he was anybody else, and he should have been like, are you serious right now? I mean, should we walk over to your diamond painting pile? I don't know who I think I am. Like, I I was like, so I literally said to him, I'm like I realized what I said, like, another book, like, and then I kind of like thought to myself, like, you're an asshole. And so I said to him, I'm like, because I only buy one diamond painting at a time. And we both started laughing. But I was like, wow. And so I realized he was bringing up to me this like clothing site where he saw some like cool hoodies and stuff. And he brought it up to me like a few times. So I was thinking about, my reaction to him buying another book, which was completely out of line. And, I should have been slapped for, honestly. And I thought to myself, why hasn't he bought any clothes from this website? He clearly likes them. So I say to him, I said, Bob, how come you haven't bought any clothes from this website? And he's like, well, I don't know. I thought maybe we could look at them together. And I was like, well, you're the one that has to wear them. I'm like, which ones do you like? So you want me to look and tell you what I like? I mean, but I want you to, I was like, just get some stuff. I'm like, order some clothes. And so he brings his laptop over and he puts, a few things in the cart. He's like, all right, I think I'm going to get these things. I was like, okay, yeah, order them. He doesn't ever ask for anything or spend money on anything. Like, if I want something, I just get it. You guys see that. Like, I'm not the only one making money in this house. Like, he has a right to, if I want a new pair of workout leggings, I just order them. I don't discuss it with him, There's packages just coming in the mail. He's like, oh, you got another package, you got another package, you got another package. And so, he just doesn't spend money. And, I guess that's why it works, because we both can't spend money the way I spend money. But, but I'm just like, I started thinking about it, and I'm like, we need to treat Bob. He's so good. He works so hard. So then I started thinking, like, kind of like how I do diamond painting. He plays video games, okay? I diamond paint to stress relief, and, I really enjoy it. And he diamond painted a couple paintings, but he's not really into it anymore. I'm sure he'll try it again, but he's not obsessed with it like I am, So he's been playing his video games. Well, he's had the same console for years now. And he keeps playing the same, 3 games over and over and over again. So I said to him, Bob, why don't you, get new games? And he's like, I don't know. I'm like, well, do you want a new game system? And he's like, well, I was looking at this at the PlayStation 5, and I was like, well, get it for yourself. You play it enough, I mean, so we call diamond painting put the things on the thing, and we call his video game killing shit. So I'm always like, he's always like, what are you gonna do? I was like, I'm gonna put the things on the thing. And then I'll say, what are you gonna do? You gonna go kill some shit? And he'll say, yeah, I'm gonna go kill some shit. So he does it every day, just like I do this every day. But he's been playing the same, Witcher and God of War over and over and over again. And so I thought about it. I was like, is it just because he's afraid of spending money? So I asked him, and sure enough, that's the reason. So I tell him, I'm like, get a new video console and get a new video game. You work hard, you deserve it. So he starts, I think it was the next day, I said, did you find anything? Like, what did you decide? Because then he was like researching between the Xbox and the PlayStation. And he was like, oh, I'm not getting one of them. They're so expensive. I was like, Bob, do you see the diamond painting pile I have over there? I'm like, I'm sure I could buy a few of them. Like, buy yourself. I'm like, which one do you want? So he was like, you sure? I was like, yeah. So he ended up deciding he wanted the Xbox because apparently you can get a subscription to Xbox Pass and play all the video games, and it's like $10 a month or something. So then you don't have to buy like the $70 video game and only have one video game. You pay $10 a month and you can play all the video games. So we ordered that for him. Isn't he so, I mean, honestly, he could have said some stuff to me when I said, another one? Like a nasty old, so do some self-reflection, guys. Always do self-reflection, because you might actually find out you're wrong, because I know I was. So I wanted to have he's going to be off tonight and tomorrow, and I wanted to have it here for him today. I was going to drive out and pick one up. You know, I didn't realize that there are none in our area, like none. The closest one is like 30 miles away or something crazy like that. So I actually ordered it from Costco. If you guys aren't aware of what Costco is, it's like a wholesale place that you have to have a membership for. So I have a membership to Costco, and their deal is, you know, for the same price as anywhere else, you get an extra controller. So I ordered it from there. So he's going to get 2 controllers with his system for the same price it would have been, you know, at Best Buy or something like that. And it's not going to be here till next Tuesday. But yeah, got to keep an eye on Bob, man. He'll just keep wearing the same clothes, playing the same video games. Oh man, God bless him. As I'm getting package after package after package. So that was my self-reflection. Apparently I can be quite a hypocritical bitch if I don't watch myself. So I got an apology to give. I had an Xbox to buy. But we're gonna fix it. We're gonna make it right. So also I wanted to talk about my Facebook group. So I made a Facebook group. I know some of you are in there. Hello, thank you. So the little difference that I did with the Facebook group is, you know, I did pinned a post for people who are YouTube creators to go ahead and link their YouTube channel in that pinned post, so that you know, anyone in the Facebook group can go to that pinned post and find some new content, new people to watch and follow. You know, I just ask that it's any discussion or links for YouTubers stay within that pinned post. I mean, for a couple reasons. One, I don't want people spamming like every week, like, oh, new video up. Like, I don't want that spammed in the Facebook group. You know, it's just, and another reason is it's a great way for new members of the group. People can find, because if they're not going to know the name of your channel, they're not going to be able to search the group for your channel information, right? So this is a way for people who are looking for, you know, some new people to follow on YouTube. They could hit that pinned post and get a list of people that they can try out. It's a way for people to promote their channel and get some new subs. So it's just, I mean, I feel like with YouTube, it doesn't cost anything for people to sub to your channel. So, you know, if they're not subbed to your channel, it's because they don't like you. I mean, honestly. And it could be because they don't like your voice. Like, voice is a sensory thing. I have met people who I thought to myself, wow, they're really nice, but I could never be their friend because, like, their voice is like, you know, nails on a chalkboard. My voice could be like that for people where it's like, ugh, maybe they think I'm nice, maybe they like my content, but, like, you know, it's hard to listen to me. I get that. I totally get that. You know what's funny is, I used to think I sounded like a man. And then I mean, most of my life until I started recording this, I used to think that at some points I sounded like a man. Like, in my mind, in my head, I have a deep voice. And then when I'm listen back, you know, editing and stuff, I'm like, sometimes I sound like a baby. I'm like, oh my God, I don't sound like a man at all. That's why I said in the beginning of making my YouTube, I said to everyone, you know, I challenge you to record your voice. You know, if you're from my generation, then you're not used to recording your voice unless you're, you know, into music or something. The kids nowadays, you know, they send voice messages and stuff like that. So they're so used to hearing their voices. They've been making TikToks and videos and all that crap, like, basically their whole life. But I never did anything like this until this YouTube. So when I first started hearing my voice on these tapes, I was shocked, honestly. I did not know what my voice sounded like to other people. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I sound like I'm not trying it. Sometimes I know. Sometimes I sound like a baby. I swear I'm not trying to sound like a baby. I'm not Paris Hilton trying to sound like a baby. It just, that's my voice. I'm like, I don't know what happens. But I was never aware of that. I swear I always thought, like, at times, like, if I start talking really seriously, like, my voice got deep. But no, that's really not the case. Very bizarre to me. It's still weird, like, even now, after 100+ videos, not that I'm talking in all of them, but, you know, quite a few of them, I'm like, sometimes when I'm editing, I'm like, wow, it's just so weird how different I sound in my own head. But anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Facebook group. So, you know, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe to people. So, you know, and I sub to pretty much every diamond painting person that I stumble upon. And I notice, like, sometimes, because I watch YouTube on my TV, and then I answer comments in YouTube Studio, and you cannot click on a person's profile and see from YouTube Studio to see if they make videos or not. And sometimes, you know, the name will make it sound like they make videos. Like, you know, they'll call themselves diamond painting something. And I'm like, oh, maybe they make videos. And I'll hop on the YouTube and type the name in and find out that they don't. But, you know, that's a lot of work. You see how behind I get on my comments, you know. So it's hard for me to always go back and look to see if somebody makes videos. So sometimes I find out, you know, some of my followers or subs are YouTube creators and I don't even know it. And I thought this would be a great way, you know, to really just support each other, and get some more exposure for your channel. So there's that pinned post for people. You can, if you don't have your own YouTube, you know, feel free to pin your favorite YouTuber up there if you don't see them already pinned. You know, but I welcome all YouTube creators and all people to pin, you know, your favorite channels up there, because it's just gonna, you know, give people more content to watch. I know I run out of stuff, so it's always fun to find new people. There's always new people starting out. They need support. And, you know, also remember when people are first starting to make videos, like if you like something about them, just sub to them, because the videos get better. You know, I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't, you know, I've been learning more and more on how to edit better and how to incorporate music and how to do this and how to do that. So, you know, all of that takes time. And, you know, I look back at older videos and I'm like, oh, I should have done this with that video. I should have, but you know, it's all a learning curve. So when I see a new person start out, I never expect their videos to be like awesomely edited. There's so many things that I learned as I went along, and I'm like, God, I wish I knew that when I was making this other video. So, you know, I see videos getting better and better in some of my subs. And it's fun to watch. It's fun to watch somebody grow into their channel and, you know, support them through that. So there's that pin, and then I pinned something for, you know, anybody with a small shop. They can self-promote in this pin. You know, what they sell, or you know, you as a diamond painter can post your favorite small shop to shop from, what you buy from them, like they have your favorite pens. You know, feel free to post multiple shops. I buy my pens from this shop, I buy my trays from this shop, like whatever, you know, whatever. Or if you like pens from 2 shops, like I'd like to get a huge list going so people can go to that pinned post, you know, and have like a directory, you know, and they can just go through the directory, click on it. No, that's not my style. Go back, click on the next one. When they're looking for something, you know. So go crazy, guys. I don't mind if you post in the group, like, you know, you hear about a drop that's going to happen. That's, you know, super hard to get, you know, and you share that with everyone. I don't understand all that. I've never, you know, bought something from a drop or anything. But yeah, I don't mind that either. if it gets out of control, then, you know, we might change that. But for now, you know, it's just about keeping people in the know. And then I posted, someone made a good suggestion. One of my subscribers, Sarah, I know it's not Sarah, but Sarah, to add an events one. So if there's any events that you plan on hosting or participating in, you know, if you want to add the link to the host or the link to the video, the YouTube video that gives the information on it, go for it. You know, this is the kind of information I know that a lot of new diamond painters, they kind of have a hard time finding and piecing together. I know because it was literally, you know, 8 months ago when I was brand spanking new to this, and I was trying to figure it all out. So again, a pinned post, it'll be easy for them to locate. And I feel like there was another one. I'm sure there is. But go check the Facebook group out. I'll put a link to it. Right now it's public because I think when I created it, I had to make it private. I know people have said that they can't join, they can only follow. And I guess it's because it's public right now. So I made the moves to make it private, which I guess if it's private, then you have to join it. You can't just follow it. And that doesn't go into effect until 3 days after you request. So I'm not doing anything until it changes to private, and then we'll see if it changes to you have to join. I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. You know, because you don't have to join a group if it's public. You just have to follow it, I guess. Right? Because to join, you have to ask for permission, but if it's a public group, you don't really need permission. So that's what I'm expecting to happen, but we'll see. And, you know, this is all new for me, and, you know, just bear with me as I figure out all the ins and outs of having a Facebook group, because I don't know it all, and I've been like way too busy to figure it all out. Busy and lazy, guys, because when I had the time, like I could be doing that right now, but I'm trying to give you guys a finish. You know that. I still like to diamond paint when I have the downtime. So I'm hoping to just learn as I go. So yeah, so thank you to anyone who joined the group already. Hop over there and join the group. I'm gonna try to like really bring you guys all the information. The only thing that I did ask is, you know, any affiliates, and like don't spam your affiliate codes and stuff like that, because I am joining different diamond painting companies to become affiliates and stuff. So that is the only thing that I asked people not to, you know, promote in the group. But other than that, like, I really want people to get as much info as they can. Yeah, so, and then, you know, I'm going to be posting, you know, share your whips and stuff like that. So I'd love to see what everyone's working on. If you just throw up there, you know, your own post on your whip or a completion, you know, please feel free to do that. Just if you can, let us know where the canvas is from. It'll probably save you some time, because I'm sure, you know, people are going to be asking, where's this from? especially if it's, you know, something that they're interested in. So that way people know where they can get it if they really love it and it's their style. You know, if it's not available, just say, you know, no longer available or discontinued. But yeah, please, you know, share what you're up to, what you're doing. You know, love to see it, guys. So that's what's up with the Facebook group. So it was a couple days ago that I asked to turn it private. So it's going to happen probably either today or tomorrow. So if you go over, you know, and you have to join now, that's why. Okay. And I'll just, you know, click accept or whatever. So that is what's up with the group. All right, and then my mystery box. So if you didn't see, I did do a mystery box reveal. Guys, did I get a sneak peek? I think I got 2. I got unofficial sneak peeks, guys. I think I was the first one to put Benya and Deadly Sweet on there. I'm like, I'm a DAC sneak peeker. Hello. I snuck a sneaky that in there. Thanks, DAC. So, I was actually able to trade Deadly Sweet, guys. I was able to trade Deadly Sweet for SpongeBob. I'm so excited. I sent my Deadly Sweet, and she sent SpongeBob. I got SpongeBob and Friends. I think it's so cute. And so I did get my 6th painting. It was Snape. I had a feeling it was going to be that. I saw people starting to post. They got their 6th painting, their missing painting. And yeah, I was hoping for, you know, a landscape or something. I'm really surprised because box 1 was kind of like a mix of things, you know, landscape, a water landscape, mountain landscape, you know, but this one was just like a lot of dark fantasy, box 2. So I was really hoping that this second fan favorite would be, you know, something like a landscape or something. So anyway, I'm trying to trade it. I love Harry Potter, you guys know that. But I got the 2 movie posters because I don't really like the drawing Harry Potter ones. I'm more of the realistic Harry Potter diamond paintings, which is why I got the movie posters. I don't have any of the drawing ones, you know, except for the one that my girlfriend got me. Love her. So I would never buy a drawing Harry Potter one. So if it was like a realistic Snape, you know, doing some Snapey things, I would keep it. But I'm hoping that someone wanted it but didn't want to spend the money on it. And, you know, I'm trying to trade it for either Mountain Castle or Tom and Jerry. Morning music. I'm hoping like there's like some regret buys out there. Like they're like, I'm never going to get to this Mountain Castle, or, you know, I don't really want to do Tom and Jerry. And so, but like Snape is up their alley and they don't want to dish out the money. That's my hope, but nobody, no takers yet. So I have that out. And What else? And Fenya, I was trying to trade for House on the Cliff. Nobody. I found one lady, she's trying to get something else for it. She said if she doesn't find anyone else, she would make that trade. So I said, listen, you know, no, try to get what you want. I want her to, you know, I hope she gets what she wants. And she said if nobody has anything else that she really wants, that she would trade for Fenya. But again, like I would rather she just get, because House on the Cliff, like she should be able to get something that she really, really wants. All right, guys. So Bob woke up already. Listen, it is 10:30. He went to bed at like 8. Okay, and he comes rolling out of the bedroom. And so we're talking, and then I was like, well, I'm doing a whip and chat. And he's like, oh, so does that mean you want me to go back to bed? And I was like, it's in your best interest. But no, it really is. He doesn't sleep right. He's not like me. He works at night, and he has a hard time sleeping during the day. I don't have a hard time. I have a hard time waking up. And so in the beginning, I was like, it's hard, huh? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, see, I just make it look easy. Don't get it twisted. It's not easy. I've just been working over. I work most of my adult life. I work nights, so yeah. He's having a hard time. Like, he has to eat before he goes to bed, and then he has to play video games a little bit to make himself tired. So he did all of that, went to bed at 8, and he still can't sleep. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys. So look how good, look how close these fit together. Don't they fit together nice? I love Oraloa. Yes, I'm gonna order. I have some, I know what I want to order. I'm waiting for one of their paintings to come back in stock in rounds, because I am ordering another painting in squares, but I want to try their rounds. So I'm waiting for this painting to come back in stock in rounds, and then I'm going to order them all together. But yes. Okay, guys, that's all I have for you today. I don't know if that was an hour or so, but I think it was. I'm not sure what time I started, but you guys have a wonderful week and weekend. All right, you guys head over to that Facebook group page. Go ahead and pin some YouTube channels, pin your YouTube channel. I welcome everyone. All right, you guys take care. Keep diamond painting.